Grand Rising Royal Family, it's MoonKween back with another video. Today we are focusing on emotional freedom technique, EFT or tapping, for those of you that use those terms. And we are pulling in $1,000. We're starting with $1,000 because when you are manifesting, it is best to start with something small, something that you've had before, something that you've had in your hands, you've experienced, and you've felt before, rather than starting, with something huge. You can manifest anything. You can manifest anything in the world and beyond. Right? That your brain is just that powerful. Your mind is just that powerful. However, it takes a lot longer to manifest something that you have not felt before. So the easiest thing to do is to start with something small, because it's all about proof. Proving to the mental computer that you can do it. And once your mind knows that you can do something, then it's easy. Manifestation is easy. You just have to convince yourself that you can do it. Now, $1,000, I'm starting there because $1,000 is something that most of us have had in our hands at one time. If you've had a job, you've had $1,000 in your hand at one time. It's not something that is, unreal or unrealistic like $5 million. It's something that we've all had before. And we can have again, and we know that we can have it again. Right. So, with that in mind, let's get started. Oh, before I get started, I do want to let you know I am not an EFT practitioner. This is a real thing. People are really doing this. Royal Family, once again, we are under an amnesia. We do not remember our spiritual things. And all of this stuff is ours. We're indigenous to the planet, and we should be using it. So, now that is out the way, I'm not an EFT practitioner. This is something that, I just do. And, whenever the spirit moves me to do EFT, I go ahead and do it. It works very, very well. This is my first time doing it on camera. So, let's get started. We are manifesting $1,000 with EFT. We're going to start at our karate chop point here. So hard for me to manifest $1,000. I feel like a failure because I do not have $1,000. I'm not even sure if I really deserve $1,000. $1,000 is just so difficult to find in one place. There's a recession. There's no way I'm going to be able to find $1,000 out here. There's no jobs. No one has money. I've looked everywhere for $1,000. And I feel like such a failure that I haven't been able to find it. $1,000 is just not coming to me. And I don't understand why. It's so hard to find $1,000. So we're taking a breather right now. You can feel yourself vibrating. Or you're just releasing all that negative energy. Okay. Now, we're going to start again. Okay. This time, we're programming back in what we just released, the positive stuff and the good stuff about finding $1,000. Here we go. I'm just amazing. I've had $1,000 in my hand so many times, and I know I can have it again. I know I deserve $1,000. And I am ready to receive $1,000 from the universe. Any way that it comes. I know that $1,000 can come from me from anywhere. $1,000 is no big deal. I've had $1,000 before many times. I am open to receiving $1,000 in my hands today. I am not concerned where $1,000 comes from, because it's so easy to get. I know it can come from anywhere, at any time, because I deserve it. I have $1,000 in my account, in my hand, right now. I've had it so many times. This time is no different. There's so many places that it can come from. I forgive myself for standing in the way of my $1,000 manifesting. And I am ready to receive it. Over and over again. I'm ready to receive $1,000. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are we feeling about this $1,000, guys? I feel about a 5. Okay, that's great. That's a lot better than how you were feeling when you first started. Don't rush yourself. Let yourself go through the motions. It's a process. Remember, at this level in the dimensions, things don't happen like that. It takes a second for our manifestations to show up on the surface. So give yourself a chance. Don't fall off and think these things are not working because it did not arrive or show up just when you expected it to. It is here. It is coming. Give yourself a chance. So you're at a 5. So what do? You do it again. Okay? You start over. $1,000 is not here. It's nowhere. Can't find it anywhere. I've tried and tried and tried to bring forth $1,000. There are no jobs. I don't see it coming from anywhere. How is $1,000 going to get here for me? How? There is a recession. Nobody has $1,000. to give to me. I feel sad that I don't have $1,000. I'm unhappy that I don't have $1,000. I don't like that I don't have $1,000. $1,000 is just too hard to find. As you feel yourself vibrating, you breathe it out. Okay. Now you get up. Now we're going to tap it back in. $1,000 is mine. I can have $1,000 anytime I want to. $1,000 can come from anywhere. $1,000 is not a lot of money. I've had $1,000 before several times. I will have $1,000 again many times. This time is no different. I'm ready to receive $1,000. I deserve $1,000. $1,000, I am ready for you in any way, shape, or form for you to come to me because I deserve it. I feel that I am amazing enough to have $1,000 right now. I forgive myself for blocking my blessing of $1,000. But I'm ready now. $1,000, come on in, I'm ready. I envision myself doing all the things I want to do with my $1,000. I know that $1,000 can multiply and multiply and multiply for me into $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. I am worth this and more. I am amazing. I can and will have $1,000 anytime I want to. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel those vibrations lifting up in yourself. So where are we now? We're about a 7. You do this over and over again. Every single time you do it, your vibration goes up. You can actually feel it. It's such a freeing experience. It's a wonderful experience. I love EFT. It's definitely something that we should be using. Peace and love to the royal family. We will be back with another video. Be well.